Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am glad to be here. Yesterday was Father's Day. It's one of my very, very happiest days, and one of my greatest honors is to be a father and to be a son of a great father, and to be a grandfather. To have the title of son, father, and grandfather. This I do know. I can be a better son, I can be a better father, and I can be a better grandfather. And that hope encourages me and excites me about the future. Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Relish in that title that you hold. What if our lives were measured not by our titles, our possessions, our net worth? What if our lives were measured by the number of human beings that are influenced, so that we are influencing in such a way that it will outlive us? This last week we had the first ever Wacky tournament in Orlando, Florida. It was the Wacky Invitational, if you want to call it that. It was the first ever charitable golf tournament. And it wouldn't have happened without the hard work and the vision of people like Lori Brower, my wife, and the vision that she has to carry on the work that Nick, our son, started there prior to his passing, and to carry on the whole concept of Wacky Warriors. It also wouldn't have happened without the vision and support of our own team members, people like Dave Sheffield, Ron Nakamoto, Paul Anderson, Melanie Davis, and Brandon Newby, and others that have continued to support our foundation internally to make it what it is. And it certainly wouldn't have happened, this particular event wouldn't have happened without the vision, the passion, and the love, and the willingness to make a difference in other people's lives that came from the Katzer family, from the Jim and DJ Katzer family, their son Josh, who carried a lot of the weight on his shoulders, and the support from his brother, their son, Justin, and his wife, Angela. That Katzer family really rallied, and they have this vision. The vision that they have is to make things better now for everyone. They're in the dental business, and their company focuses on providing the highest quality of care for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're in Medicaid, or whether you have the best dental plan, or you're the richest person on the earth. They're going to give you the very best care that they can. In coaching Jim, I learned from him, he has a creed that he talks about his 4 rights, or the 4 R's. They are to do the right thing at the right time, in the right order, and at the right cost. And I remember when he shared that with me, I said, Jim, you need to write a book. There's so much wisdom in that. Do the right thing. Just in that alone, think about it. If we position ourselves where we really understand where we're going and what we're doing, that allows us to make the right decisions that are aligned with our vision of where we're going, we can say no to some of the very important things so that we can say yes to that which matters most, to that which will make the greatest difference. Doing it at the right time. Everything has its time, everything has its seasons. Sometimes the time and the seasons are not our own doing, but how we react to the external forces that happen to us, how we respond to them, is something that is our own doing. And so how do we order or prioritize our things to do things in the right time and in the right order, so that they are prioritized in the right order, and then at the right cost, that we're being frugal, we're being efficient, and we're giving the very best of what we have. The very best of what we have. One of the things that I learned by associating with, they had many of their vendors at this golf tournament, and they had the same attitude. And I want to just say thank you to all of them. What a special event that was. So as I think about measuring our life and where are we now this year, we're almost halfway. Remember, we set a challenge. We set a challenge at the beginning of the year to make this the most meaningful year that we could ever make. So let me ask you this. There are 4 things that will help us accomplish this. having the right vision. Vision is essential. Have you lost your vision? Are you staying on top of your vision? Can you visualize yourself on December 31st of this year? What are the successes that you'll have? Have you written them down? What will that look like to you? What will make this the most meaningful year possible? Are you able to make those decisions? Are you able to say no so that you can say to some very important things, so that you can say yes to the essential for you? It's easy to say no when you have a bigger yes, brighter yes burning inside of you. Do you have that bigger yes burning inside of you? And are you balanced, that harmonic balance of being able to respond to the appropriate things at the right thing, at the right time, and in the right order? And then with that, are you focused? Are you staying focused, not letting distractions get in your way? No matter what they are, great leaders are able to stay focused on those things that matter most and be able to continue on in that path and to put their unique ability where they don't get distracted doing many, many other things, but to focus their unique ability on those results that will, on those activities that will give them the greatest results. And then finally, with that, protect your confidence. Protect your confidence. Do those things by making the right decisions, staying on task that will protect your confidence. I am living in gratitude this week for you, for the vision that you have to make a difference in this world, for the vision that you have to make a meaningful life that makes a difference in the lives of other human beings. Thank you for being part of the Empowered Wealth community. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.